everyone, my name is Nika Moini and I'm the founder of Positivity Boss, a channel where I help young women create the life of their dreams through mindset, goal setting, productivity, and leadership. Today I'm going to share with you my story and why I created this channel, and to help you understand a little bit more about me. So the name Positivity Boss came from the fact that I've always been known to be really positive, to always have a smile on my face, and to always push through adversity. So ever since I was a little girl, I've just had that characteristic about me. Now, to let you know a little bit more about me, I was born in Iran and I moved to Toronto, Canada when I was 6, and then I moved to Vancouver at 16 and then to Ottawa at 21, which is how old I am now. And my personal development journey really first began back when I was 13 years old, and I used to go with my dad to the library every Sunday. And this one time we got the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And we got it as a tape recording. So we used to listen to it in the car as he used to drive me to art classes and different classes that I'd be going to in Scouts Canada, which we both did together. So ever since then, I've been working on myself, goal setting, dreaming big, being really excited about different ways to be more productive and more successful. And ever since then, I actually created this binder, which I called my Life Binder. And in here, I took notes on everything I've learned and all the personal development workshops I've attended, and I've kept my goals, all the goals that I've had back since 2009. So even though some of them were a little silly, like buy supplies ahead of time for pens and paper, this is something I wrote as the unofficial high school survival guide. And you know, ever since I was a little girl, I just wanted to be a great student, a great daughter. I always had the biggest dreams of ways that I wanted to impact the world. And now that we live in this exciting digital age, I want to share that. I want to share my story. I want to share everything I've learned throughout my life about goal setting and basically just being more effective and more productive, and help more people turn their ideas and their projects into reality. That's what I'm super passionate about. My first kind of experiences with leadership began when I joined the Youth Action Committee back when I was 13, and I'd help out volunteer at events around my city. And then when I was 16, I went to this big environmental conference called the IB World Student Leadership Conference, and there I was super inspired to bring speakers in to talk about climate change, to talk about ways that youth can help the environment. So I created my own organization where we hosted conferences in Vancouver, Toronto, Calgary, and we just brought high school youth together to talk about these issues and to think about big ways that they could help address these challenges. And I've kept that passion alive for making the world a better place. Throughout my undergrad, I took international relations, and I actually had a different YouTube channel back then, which was all about UBC, where I did my undergrad. And now I'm in grad school in the first year of my master's program in international relations as well. And I'm working for the government. I'm doing all the things that I really thought I wanted to do. And I want to share with you how I got to where I am, and also how you can get clarity on what you want to do. And then once you have that clarity, get the tools and the tips you need to get to that place. I've always loved helping my friends and helping them work through their difficult situations and helping them get clear on how to be more productive and effective and how to find what it is that they're passionate about. So that's the goal of this channel. It's to help you really get clear on what you're passionate about, remove all the negativity and all the things that are bringing you down, and really focus on following your heart's passion. I didn't always, have it easy, and I wasn't always completely positive along the way. I had difficult times. I had moments where my dad lost his job and it was really difficult on my family. I had extreme self-doubt when I was applying for grad school, wondering if I would even get in. I was bullied in high school and in the beginning of university. And I went through a period of time where I really didn't feel like myself anymore. And I know that a lot of the effects of college is kind of making you fit into a mold and making you kind of reduce who you are in order to be cool and in order to be liked. And I really went through that in university. I had to make my dreams a little smaller. I had to stop talking about my big dreams all the time because I felt like no one could really relate to me. And I want all the young girls out there to know that there are people that relate to you, that you don't have to be cool. You don't have to put up a front on Instagram. You don't have to pretend to be anything you're not, because life, you have one life. And we're at a perfect point in our lives where we're young and we're able to make mistakes and we're able to learn from them and we're able to create the life that we really want. Because at the end of the day, this is your life. And you have to do what makes you happy, and you have to find what makes you happy. And if you're just going through the motions and you're letting the negativity of everyone else bring you down, and you're reducing who you really are inside in order to please others or in order to seem more popular, then that's really not going to serve you. And I know that it's so easy to get caught up in that trap. And that's what this channel is about. This channel is about giving you the tools and techniques and mindset shifts that you need in order to break out of a slump if you're in one, and really to clarify what it is that you want. For me, 2017 was one of the hardest years of my life because so as I said, my dad lost his job and my family kind of got a little broken apart, and I was going through a lot trying to figure out what it is that I want from life after university. And I was just trying to please everyone and live the life that everyone else wanted from me. And that ended up making me unhealthy, unenergized. I used to think that no one liked me. I used to feel extremely lonely and feel like I have no one that I could really reach out to. And all of that changed when I finally got out of university and had a summer to really work on myself and to really understand who I am and to really go back to my life finder and go back to all these teachings, because if you're not incorporating this into your routine, it's hard to really stick with it. So that's why now in this channel, I want to give you the tips to be able to do that. What shifted for me is that in December, I started getting panic attacks. I started being so anxious because I was finally getting job offers, like everything was working out, but I was still uncomfortable with myself. A part of me was still anxious, and it took a lot of changing my mindset and changing my habits in order for me to break through that. And since January, I've just been a lot happier. I've been changing my mindset so that I can focus on the things that bring me joy and happiness into my life. And none of the traditional self-care stuff really worked for me. And it really took me reading You Are a Badass to really get me back on this journey. And now that I'm on this journey again, I really want to share what I've learned, and I want to share it from the perspective of a 21-year-old, the perspective of a young woman. And I want to help other young women out there, whether they're high school, college students, or recently graduated, and I want to help you get into that right mindset. And I want to give you the tools that you need, because girl, you got this. You really do, and you really have the potential to do amazing things, and I know you do. And I want to help you bring that out, and I want to help you find your passion in order to make the world a better place, because when we're all living in alignment with who we really are, that's when we can make the biggest difference, and that's when we'll feel really fulfilled. And that's what I want from you. I want you to break away from the limitations that you put on yourself, the limitations that your family or friends might put on you, and the negative thoughts that you might have about how other people think of you or how other people perceive you. And I want you to really live in alignment with who you are, because you have beautiful gifts to share with the world. So I hope that explains my channel a little bit and explained my story a little bit. And I really hope that you stick around, and I hope to provide a lot of value to you. My main goal is just to provide value and to share what's worked for me. So if you like that, make sure to subscribe and comment below if any part of the story resonated with you, and maybe share a little bit more about who you are, because I'd love to get to know you. And make sure to follow me on Instagram at The Positivity Boss. And I'll see you next time. And feel free to message me, you know, if you're at a point where you just feel completely stuck and you need someone to talk to, I'm here for you. Even if we might not know each other, if you're watching this and this is resonating with you, I am here for you. So feel free to reach out to me. And I'll see you next time. Bye.